Welcome to the Campus Edge, a production of Butler Community College.
Produced by students and for everyone, students included.
This edition of Campus Edge will explore stories from across the Butler community, including right here on the El Dorado campus.
Couple that with some things you need to know and some witty banter, and what do you get?
Why, another award-winning episode of the Campus Edge.
Our first story is about navigating Wichita.
Right you are, Michael. And what better way to start off our first show of the semester than by giving our viewers some tips on how to get around our close neighbor.
I agree. If any of our audience's vehicles are like mine, they need as much help with alternative transportation as possible.
Same here. Production team leader Guilherme Lozani and some friends got together to give us our very own Wichita transportation guide.
My name is James Lewis, and I'm here with Campus Edge for Butler Community College. We're in downtown Wichita to talk about the scooter program and other forms of transportation for students at Butler Community College.
The scooter is super cheap. It's like 15 cents for a minute. Super cheap way to get between point A and point B if you're like going from your house to the store or something like that. You don't have to waste your money on gas. Don't have to waste your money on a bus ticket. It's a lot of fun too. You get out and get in the weather, get your exercise. So it's kind of like a win-win-win. I mean, pretty much anytime I'm downtown, which happens to be a lot because I'm down here eating or hanging out with friends all the time. So quite a bit, once or twice a week. So depending on the scooter that you're driving, it's either Spin or Via Ride. Just look them up under the App Store, the Play Store. Download those. There's going to be a QR code that's going to be posted on the handlebars. Just scan that. You should be all set to go. It'll prompt you. It's really, really easy. It'll tell you what to do. Just follow the instructions. You should be all set to go. If it's like really, really busy out, sometimes we ride on the sidewalk, but we try to stick to the roads just, because we don't want to be running over people on the sidewalk. Parents with kids walking down the sidewalk, people trying to get to restaurants. Stuff like that. So I think it'd be very, very easy to learn because all you do is you just get on and go. It might take you a few times just going back and forth just to get the hang of it. But after a couple of minutes of doing your thing, you'll be fine.
In addition to scooters, another way to commute through Wichita is using one of the bike share ICTs. You just have to download the app Zaxter, create an account, check station locations so you can return the bike, and just unlock it with your phone and ride it.
I'm definitely going to take advantage of some of those scooters.
Not everyone at Butler is from the area. Now they can explore downtown Wichita and learn more about it.
Moving to a new place can be overwhelming. Just packing can be a chore.
At the beginning of the semester, I and a lot of the campus radio station students helped out at the dorm move-in day on El Dorado campus.
I was there too, along with professors, staff, students, administrators. Even Dr. Kroll, our president, pitched in to help.
She was busy, but managed to take some time to talk with us.
Let's find out what she said and more about Dorm Move-In Day 2019.
College move-in day. With it comes a lot of excitement for students and anxiety for parents.
It was just yesterday that he was starting kindergarten.
Did you have to pack everything?
Will he come home on the weekends?
There's how many flights of stairs? But that stress and anxiety was made a little less with Dorm Move-In Day, sponsored by the Residence Life.
My name is Bailey Baker. I work in the Residence Life office here at Butler. Basically, what I do is I make sure that all of the students, they get checked in, they have what they need. If there's anything wrong with their rooms, we make sure that it gets taken care of. We are a liaison between all of the students and facilities. So for anything that needs fixed, we get that taken care of. We take care of mailboxes, we take care of parking passes. Yeah, we basically, if students get locked out, we get them back into their rooms, we take care of their keys, and we basically make sure that they have the best experience they can here.
I've done this, I've helped with Move-In Day every year that I've been here, except I think one year I was in Alaska visiting my son, but yeah, I help every year with it because it's a great chance to get to know the students right away and their families. It's just fun.
Yeah, this is the first kiddo. Well, we brought a lot of people with us, well, a couple, but I figured that there would probably be some help too. So yeah, a little bit of both, moral support. We have pretty much everything moved in. He's still got a few odds and ends we need to pick up once we looked at his room, but it's nothing that he can't handle. So he's got it all, now he gets to unpack.
I think there have always been, help on move-in day, but certainly since I've been here, it seems like they really have engaged as many people as they can and getting, faculty and staff and everybody to just help, And so prior to me, I'm not sure what it was like, but I know certainly since I've been here, there's been a big crew every year that's helped. It's a lot of fun because I think people kind of dread move-in day, and especially today is really, really nice. Some mornings, it's hot, but I think people kind of dread move-in day thinking, all those trips up and down the steps and, carrying all of that stuff. And so it's really fun to swarm the car and have everything unloaded in one load, and that way they can get up into the rooms and, start to help their kids get things unpacked. And so it's nice. It's a great way to welcome students and families to campus, I think.
My name is Austin here with the radio team. I'm the executive producer of the radio team, so just overall see your helper out. Today we are just out here trying to promote the radio team. We're out here trying to, get help back with the community of Butler Community College and just help him, I think everything in life goes smoother when you have music. So we're playing some music, we're going to promote our team and then give out some swag bags and just have fun.
For BCTV, I'm Deanna Bonn.
We have more great stories about Butler right after these important messages. Remember, we're just getting started here on the Campus Edge.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Looks like it's done.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Michael, what comes to mind when I say the word libraries?
Books. Lots and lots of books, along with stacks of newspapers.
Now, what if I said Butler Libraries?
Well, that's an entirely different matter. I'd say a complete information and entertainment support system available either at Butler campuses or online, staffed by great professionals. They're a one-stop shop for Butler Community College. Why do you ask?
Simple. Production team leader Austin Ashcraft and his merry band of reporters attended the library's Puppies and Popsicles event and filed this report.
I am Director of Library Services here, and I love this library. We've made it into a very homey and relaxed spot, and yet we still have all the books and everything that you need to do studies. The thing about this library is that we serve two purposes, really. It's about your studies, and the other half is trying to make a comfortable and lovely space for you to study in because you're worth it. And I like to think of this as the campus living room because you can study here, you can watch TV here, you can play a game. We're really open to hosting events here, but we are always looking for good ideas. In this case, we did Puppies and Popsicles.
Because of National Dog Day is today, August 26th, and we knew that the psychology department had therapy dogs come in at mid-semester and at finals week, and we thought it would be nice to tie it into the National Dog Day. We contacted Love on a Leash. They provide therapy dogs, and we thought it would be nice for the students who are maybe more for the newer students who are coming to school and might be a little nervous after the first few weeks of school, to provide a little bit of therapy, a little anxiety reliever. Love on a Leash, they do events like this to train their puppies, to train the dogs on being therapy dogs.
Other stress busters include that finals week, you know, when you're trying to take the tests, and we have pancakes here for you that morning, so be sure and show up for that. Other events, we're totally open to you doing something here. We have lots of spaces for collaborative events that you want to put on, and or tell us and we can help organize a gaming event. We've done that. Anything that works for you. So if you're here for the first time, you want to kind of scan the area and find your quiet space. Find your space where you can sit with a buddy and chat or study, really concentrate. Because if you're in the dorms or off campus, sometimes that's not possible. Over here on this side, we actually have a room where you can close the door called the quiet study room, because sometimes it does get noisy in here. We've had 2 or 3 classes in here at once and lots of activities. So there is always space for you to go away and be to yourself. To be honest, it's here. You come up to study and it's here. We're open till about 4 in the afternoon every day, and open up bright and early in the morning. So come try us out, check us out.
Think you know everything about Butler Community College? Well, you haven't seen anything yet. The tradition continues after this spot break.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education, what are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else? Or will you dare do something different? Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills. The smarts? Yes, you. You could be the teacher I never forget. That'd be cool. Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself? What are you gonna make of me?
Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Here we go, another day, another early start with lots of stops. And it goes. But today is one day closer to working normal hours, earning more money, paying off bills, and making my girls proud. I can do this. Today might be tough, but tomorrow will be better.
At Butler Community College, your tomorrow is closer than you think. Enroll today for spring classes. Butler Community College. Let's take tomorrow.
Are you starting to get into the swing of things at Butler?
I am, but keeping up with what's going on in the community and our campuses isn't easy.
Just remember, you can listen to 88.1 The Grizz, the Butler student-run radio station. We also have The Grizzly, our student-produced magazine. And then there's always this show on cable and Butler Student Media, the YouTube channel for student productions.
But I'm a traditional media guy. I like to sit down and read about events over a Danish and a strong cup of coffee.
You're too young for coffee, but I can definitely supply the reading material. It's The Lantern, our student-produced newspaper.
Now you're talking. A traditional medium with cutting-edge content production with team leader Zach Schwarzenberger has the lowdown on The Lantern. Roll that beautiful footage.
You've probably seen these racks around campus, but wondered what they were. They're newspapers from the Butler Lantern, a student-run organization here on campus. I'm your Campus Edge reporter, Marcus Story, and let's head into the newsroom.
We are a bi-weekly student publication of 8 pages, and we consist of campus news, sometimes if it's state and if it relates to Butler in some way, we cover that as well as national news.
We're a great bunch of staff members who put a 8-page paper together and about news, arts and prose, opinion pieces, sports, just everything in general.
Whatever happens, whether it's good news or bad news, we report on that. People aren't always pleased with that because it's not a busy place, but there are unfortunately some things that happen. I would say first and foremost, just reporting on what's going on here and also how it affects students too.
So we have a bunch of new kids this year. Like we have, I think, 5 to 6 returners, which I mean is pretty good. They're all amazing. They all have a hard work ethic.
Each person brings their own expertise, whether it's photography, design, or writing. And so it's a good team so far. We're kind of figuring out how to work with one another. So usually the first couple of weeks and the first couple of issues are a little rickety because we're seeing where everybody's strengths and weaknesses are.
So to make an issue of the Lantern, we first start out and we talk to staff members or we talk to just people around campus and say, hey, what would you like to see in our lantern? What would you want to read about? What would make you want to pick up the paper?
We then bring those back and decide what we want to pursue as a story or a graphic. Then students typically have about a week to work on the stories along with photography assignments.
After we see all the people's stories, we'll put it on page and then we'll design it how we want, figure out which way it looks better, which story would go good with this one on the page, and it's an amazing experience to witness how one mind can think one way compared to someone else's, and then it just boom on the paper, and it's amazing just how it looks, how it's organized. It looks really good.
If you hear something, say something in terms of story ideas, or if you want to see something in the paper, let us know.
Any writing, any poetry, anything like that, just submit it to us. Our papers, they have where you can submit it at. It's usually butler.lantern@gmail.com.
And that brings us to the end of our first show for Fall 2019.
Looks like we're creating our own tradition of success.
I can't wait for our upcoming shows. We have a ton of great people in the program this semester. And with this lineup, we've got a great year ahead of us.
And if you want to see this episode again, tune in weekdays on BCTV Channel 20.
Or you can check them all out on our YouTube channel, Butler Student Media.
This has been The Campus
Edge. Together.